It's about to get diplomatic. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, got some more NBA 2K23 gameplay for you. So I decided to put a part gameplay, and I put one of the quests in the gameplay as well, which was the J. Cole Park games. I put the last one in there. I didn't get a chance to record the other ones, but as it's part of the micro story, I just put the last one in there, as you know, it does take up a little bit of time. But other than that, guys, I'm here to talk about the good things about 2K. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, it's a bad game, da 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 da. And yeah, I understand that. I'm not sitting here saying it's the best 2K I've ever played, but at the same time, there are some good things that 2K do right. When they do it right, they need to be praised. And that's something I'm all for. I don't want to be just kind of one-sided. I know it was like that for 2K22, but again, there was more bad than good. So yeah, let's talk about 2K23. I think it's been kind of balanced, or actually no, let me be honest. I think the bads have outweighed the good, but there's still some good aspects of 2K that I do like, and I do wish that, you know, as an overall game, we had a better experience. But yeah, let's get into it. So firstly, I wanted to talk about the quests. Now the quests, not all of them are bad, but the ones I do particularly like is Chris Brickley. His quest is really good. All you have to do is do 7 drills on normal and hard, and when you train with him, you get more badge points than you do with not more badge points. You get more badge XP than you do when you're doing practice training. And I'm thinking, why is that the case? So why can't we just do Chris Brickley's drills to upgrade our badges and to get more badges and whatnot and XP? But again, that's where 2K flawed. But I will say this is that it's a good thing it's in there. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to upgrade, obviously, my badges, or at least get more badge points or whatever. So that is a good thing. The only thing I don't like about it is that once you do 2, you have to leave for a day. Why can't we just at least do a couple, like 4? You know, because for normal practice, we get to do 4 drills and then leave it there. But again, Chris Brickley is only in for a quest. And at the end of the quest, you get the Mamba Mentality quest. Basically, the prize is I think it's something to do with your takeovers. So basically, you get to switch your takeovers at any time. Like, you get to change your takeover. So if you have a slashing takeover, you get to change it to an ankle breaker takeover, or a spot up shooter. Whatever the takeover is, that's what you can change it to. So Chris Brickley's quest is actually really good. I still need to finish it myself. I've only got 2 more to do. But overall, I prefer that quest than to normal practice. Another quest I do like is J. Cole's. Now, despite the bad rap, this is what I don't get. J. Cole's in the game, Bus is in the game. Why couldn't you get them to write a few lyrics for some of the bars that MP's writing? But anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, J. Cole's quest is actually not that bad, and it doesn't take up, would I say it takes up too much time? I don't think it really does for me personally. And then the fact that you get to play 5 games with him, that's kind of cool. That is kind of a cool aspect 2K did. Again, you know, if 2K went with a couple of quests, nobody would be complaining about the side quests, because there are some cycles you have to do before you can't even play Park, or you have to play the next game or whatever. I think that's the downfall of quests. So I do think shortening the quest, 2K need to think of better quests and just shorten it. Because on the current gen, there is no quest. There's none of that at all. And me personally, I don't mind it, because we get to play more basketball and we get to upgrade our player, obviously, or players. So that's where I have to give props to 2K and say, the quests that are good are good. The quests that are bad are just, yeah, they're bad. It is what it is. The skateboarding one, I actually don't mind the skateboarding quest. It does get a little bit tedious with the grinding, because you have to do it for like a distance or whatever it is, really. But other than that, it's been okay. So as for the quests, guys, the quests are okay for me. Some of them, not all of them. There's a fashion quest. There's a whole bunch of quests that I've seen that I don't really like, that I just haven't really found useful. You know, again, I do like Jackson Ellis's quest as well, with the badge loadout, because that makes sense, because you can change the badge loadout when you're playing Park. So that is a good exception for, you know, to do things in Park, because we haven't been able to change certain things in Park for a while now. I don't think we've ever done it actually. So it just goes to show that 2K are thinking of the future. Next we have is shooting. Now I know in my last video I spoke a little bit about shooting, but this is where I'm going to get into it a little bit more. So as I said before, the shooting has been fine. Again, if you make your jump shot, if you go into the jump shot creator and you make your jump shot, you're going to be greening with whatever release you have. Again, there's all different types of releases that people use and that people make and that people have gone with, and it works. So even if you have a low rating, there is going to be a jump shot for you, or that you can make that is going to be for your player. So that's what the one thing I do say about shooting. Like I said before, the only thing I don't really like about the whole shooting aspect is they've gotten rid of the number jump shots, but that's just me nitpicking. But again, it is what it is. The shooting's been fine. I don't think 2K should touch it, because the moment they touch it, it's going to be 2K21 all over again. So yeah. Next on the list we have is the dunk meter. Now this is my first year using the dunk meter. Obviously 2K22 did have it even on the current gen, but this is my first proper year using it, and I've got to say this is a creative way to show people who's good at dunking basically. And I think 2K have done that in a way where it works. You know, again, I'm not someone that always uses my dunk meter, but I do like to use it every now and then. And I think it shows skill in people using it rather than just going, you know, holding down the right trigger. I'm sorry, not the right trigger, the right stick, or holding up on the right stick. Again, because a lot of dunks get blocked and whatnot, and I think the dunk meter kind of shows and helps with posterizers. So if you guys want to posterize and whatnot, you might want to get your timing right on the dunk meter and start using it consistently. There were a couple of complaints when the dunk meter first came out, and I think the dunk meter first came out in 2020. I think it was 2K21 or 2022, one of the two. But either way, I think it's a good addition to show who's a slasher. And again, I'm a slasher. My build is a slasher. That's what I do. So again, I'm going to be using it. I don't use it all the time, but sometimes I will use it. Okay, and it's good to know, especially for alley-oops, because if you don't know your timing for that, for alley-oops and whatever, then you're going to be in big problems. It is what it is. Yeah. Next thing I have is the theater mode. Now the theater mode, I think it's a good mode to have. It's just like the little boat ship mode on current gen, where you can go into the theater, you can go on 3-on-3s, 5v5s, and again, it's just matchmaking. 2K picks your team, and you just play 3v3 whoever, randoms, or you can even go in with a squad. But yeah, I think that's a good way to help boost up time for waiting in the park, because as you guys know, waiting in the park has become a thing where people just stand around. They stand out literally on the court, so they don't do nothing. They just stand there. Don't even press next to say that they're playing or whatever. And again, let's say you have a 2, you're waiting one person, and it's a random. You're like, well, where else can you go? You know, you don't want to always go to the rec, so you want to play some 3-on-3. So the 3 is a good mode to get your matchmaking in wherever you want to do. And now again, I know randoms haven't been the best, but I do think it's a good mode to just, again, every now and then people should play with randoms. You know, again, you know, normally I would have my squad on 2K23, but I mostly play with randoms because my squad, you know, because of how 2K's been and stuff, they don't really play it as much as they would normally do, and that's understandable. So yeah, the theater mode, I gotta give props to the 2K on that, and the boat cruise mode for current gen. And I've got to say that 2K, I give them props for this, I really do. Next is the rec center. So the rec center, I know a lot of people don't like the rec center, but again, if you want to know 5v5 basketball, you're either going to go to the rec or even pro-am. I do think pro-am is better, but I do like the rec in terms of, you know, even if you lose and you have a good game, you still get to upgrade your badges, get more badge points, obviously XP as well for each category. Now, of course, rec is an issue when you're playing with randoms. So my advice to anybody that wants to play rec, just play it once every now and then. You know, don't play it all the time expecting a good team or whatever. And again, you know, people have different mindsets going into rec. My objective is to pass the ball, move it around. If I can make a shot for myself, then I will do it. If I'm cold, I'll just pass the ball, simple as. Not everybody's mindset is going to be the same in rec, and that's the annoying part. But again, rec, you know, just go in there, do what you need to do to grind your player. That's all you need to do, really and truly. I see a lot of people just grinding their player, even if they're losing. So it is what it is. Lastly, we have is the daily challenges. Now, I do like the daily challenges, but there is too many of them. That's my only gripe. There is too many daily challenges. You know what I mean? And of course, I understand daily challenges are daily challenges, but it's like every time you step into the city, you have to go to this person, go to that person, then go to this person, and then you have so many daily challenges. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, why should you have like 10 to 20 daily challenges? Why not at least like 5 or 6? That makes more sense to me, and I think that's how it's kind of been before with 2K. You know, the daily challenges have always been in, you know, of course, the online mode and whatever. Or it doesn't even just have to be my career. Online stuff like Park or Rec, or even in my career. But again, daily challenges there's so much. But I do like them in the game. All you have to do, 2K, is just limit them. Limit them to a decent number, not to like 20 or 30. Like, I don't want to be scrolling through my side quest stuff and I see so much daily challenges that I haven't done yet or whatever. It just gets long. But yeah, other than that, guys, that is pretty much what I like about 2K23. And again, you know, I know it's not the best game, but this is the things that I do like, and I know not everybody might agree, and that's fine. Everybody might not agree, and that is okay, because again, we all have different opinions, we all have different views, and of course, you guys can let me know in the comment section what you actually like and dislike. You know, so this is basically part 2 of the last 2K video I did. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be pretty much it for the video. As you can see, I've just completed the J. Cole Dream Request. Done all the 5 matches and whatever. So yeah, guys, if you did like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.